Good morning, Dosu. Good afternoon, Dosu. Good afternoon, members.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome back, sir.
Bashir, how are you this afternoon?
Good afternoon, sir.
Your Bashir, the network, your service in your location has been unstable. I think you spent very few minutes in the last session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are about should we go ahead or wait for people? Are you people hearing me?
Yes, sir. We are hearing.
I'm asking whether we should go ahead or wait for a few minutes for people to join.
Sir, we can wait for some minutes for others to come online.
Like how many minutes? Can you people see my slides?
Yes, sir. We can see your slides, sir.
I think one or two people wanted to make comment concerning the social disorganization theory. Is anybody who wanted to make comments here? If you wanted to make comment, you can go ahead. As we make comments, then to await those that are yet. Was it Joga that was it Joga or Dende that was giving the floor, but the network didn't allow it? One person was allowed to talk, but the network didn't allow him. Who is that person? Is it Dende or Doga?
I let her key in and made my contribution, sir.
Okay, you want to make it now?
No. I say I let her gain access
Oh,
into
okay. All right. Okay. Or is Dende that wanted to continue, but the network was very poor, so wasn't able to do it at the end. Well, is when it's 15 minutes, 1:15, then we'll start the meeting whether more people are joined or not. Has the issue of class governance been resolved? Hello? Have you resolved the issue of class governance? Are you people not? Okay. Yoga, I thought you wanted to talk.
No, it's related to the issue of class governor. Why we said we agreed that we'll meet by break time. So as at the break time, some persons immediately left the class, and it was just few persons. So to be democratic is to allow everybody to be here. If they were here on time, this time we're whining. We would have used it to select who will be our class governor.
Can't you create your own Zoom for 40 minutes and elect a governor?
Just few participants here.
Which is why I said it is free. Since you have data, when you create your own, then you'll be able to elect your governor for 40 minutes.
We'll do that.
If you can't get elect a class governor, then let me be one. I'll be your de facto class governor.
Okay, sir.
Well, let's start the meeting. We looked at this organization that people who live in slums are likely to be affected. People who are in a place that is considered majority of people living there are poverty, then people who live in places that are mixed of different cultures come to mix up, then these three sets of people are assumed to have their own culture, which usually is not similar with any other organized culture. Look at the main features of organization. Here we are looking at. I think is Okwe here. Well, maybe as we are looking at it, Okwe may join the meeting. Then we will talk concerning it. Okwe, are you here? Yes. Okwe is here. At the course of discussion, I said I was going to say something concerning the point he made. I've not forgotten. That the number one criticism is that many poor disadvantaged neighborhoods have low crime rate, while wealthy neighborhoods show high delinquency rate. I think root to Lizzie or you totally agree with the theory. Now, the theory is now taking a different dimension. The dimension is that many poor disadvantaged neighborhoods have low crime rate. Do we agree with this? This is telling us
Yes,
that
sir.
in developed countries, this particular point is trying to tell us that even in developed countries where the place is well organized, they still have a high rate of crime. The exclusion of social norms such as religion and community values may contribute to social disorganization. So if you don't look at the issue of religion, don't look at the community values, this help in resharpening people's behavior, in resharpening people's the way they think and the way they act. So you don't just look at every other thing and you say yes, that's the environment. You don't just look at all this point is saying is you don't just look at the ecological factors and assume that everything is like that. Number three, it failed to consider the impact of other factors such as race, gender, inheritance, and age on crime rate in neighborhoods. That this theory never looked at these factors, gender, inheritance, race, and age. Another one is insensitivity to gang activity. This theory is very, very insensitive to gang activity. The application of theory can help government and law enforcement and policymakers make informed decisions from the evidence to form strategies that help prevent criminal activities in disadvantaged communities to make the for all. So this is why it's trying to tell us that if such places are identified, government and policymakers will make policies with reference to such particular areas that will help reduce crime rate in such areas. This is what the disorganization theory has to say. As I was discussing, particularly the point that says many poor, disadvantaged neighborhoods are low crime rates, with which neighborhoods show high delinquency rate. When we were discussing the theory, Okwe, Lizzie, to totally agree to a point. Ruth to say it because she was part and parcel of living in such an area, and she totally agree with this theory. Is to here, Ruto, are you here? Is Ruto here? Ruto is not here, but Okwe and Lizzie are here. Look at this point. The point number one that criticized this theory. The criticism is saying even in organized setup, in places where people are educated, in places that they have organized set of buildings, people still involved in crime rate. At times, the rate of crime people commit is higher than looking at places that are slum. Lizzie, can you say something about this particular point? This point that is attempting to criticize this social disorganization theory.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back from the break.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I did not get your point very well, sir.
Okay, you didn't get my point. My point is, at the course of discussing the basis of this theory, you totally accepted this theory, wholeheartedly accepted it that it is true. You, Lizzie, Precious, Okwe, and Ruto. Thank God Ruto is on board now. I wish to repeat it so that will also join us. I said that the course of discussing the background of this report and looking at the main assumptions of the report, to Okwe and King totally agree that they have accepted this theory in totality. And coming to criticism number one here, if you look at it, point number one in criticism is saying in many poor disadvantaged neighborhoods, the crime rate is low compared to where you go to a neighborhood which are highly organized. Take for instance, if you go to America, the rate of crime in America is also high. Day in, day out, you hear of young people, you hear of shooting in schools, you hear of shootings on the street, and so many other things. Let me tell you a story. There is a story of this boy. I read it, and it is a true story. This boy, a boy of 16 years, when he discovered that his father willed everything to him, all his property to him, one day he woke up and decided to take a gun, kill the father, kill the mother. So he was arrested and taken to police station. When he got to police station, they asked him, why should he kill his parents? He said he discovered that he has to take over the inheritance of his parents, that everything has been willed to him. And these people are not dying. So he wanted to eliminate them to take over the property. This is crime. What I'm trying to say is that we agreed with the theory. Now, the theory has been criticized that it's not only in disadvantaged areas that the crime rate is high. What's your take to this particular point? I called Lizzie, and she said she didn't get me very well. I guess Lizzie has heard me. While Lizzie is talking, Okwe should prepare, and should also prepare, because there were the people who wholeheartedly accepted this theory, and the theory is now being criticized. What can they say about this particular number one criticism? Hello, Lizzie, you unmute yourself and say one or two words.
Okay, sir. Okay, looking at it from the criticism, number one says many poor disadvantaged neighborhoods have low crime rates, while wealthy neighborhoods show high delinquency rates. Yeah, I can say that with the example you just gave, actually, it is true that crime occur more often in an environment that are rich people, or where rich people are. And in another side, it is low in an environment where rich people are. Say, for instance, in an environment where one is in a fenced environment, like you fence your house, another person is fencing his or her house. Let me use the example of armed robbers. They cannot easily break into your house. You can afford to keep a security person at your gates just to watch over your properties. Then in another way, in the poor disadvantaged neighborhood, crime also take place there, but it's not as high as that of the wealthy neighborhood. Say, for instance, in the poor, disadvantaged.
Lizzie, Lizzie. Hello, Lizzie. Hello, Lizzie.
Yes,
Are
I
you
can hear
hearing
you,
me?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Does it mean the statement you have just made? Does it mean crime is only committed inside compound? You say somebody is living inside a fenced environment, and almost all the environment within that place are fenced. Does it mean crime only take place in a place in environment that are not fenced? Can't crime take place on the street, on the major highway, in the market square? You agree with me that even in bank buildings, if you talk of in a banking hall, that there are a lot of protection, security gadgets. We talk of fence in the first place. You talk of door, the way these doors are mounted and the type of doors that are there. Then you talk of also inside the banking hall, there are security cameras and so many. So that see means security crime only takes place in an open area.
More to
Sorry,
that, sir.
sir, I didn't get you very well because my network is cracking. I could
Okay,
only
go
hear the
ahead with what
last point,
go
sir.
go ahead and say what you want. You were talk. You were talking and I interrupted you.
Okay, sir. In this case, I will say that crime can occur in any of these environments, whether whether poor, disadvantaged environment or wealthy environment. Crime can take place in this environment.
Lizzie King, what the facilitator is asking is the comparison of low and high. It's not that we're not saying any of the environment. Any of the environment is
Okay,
crime free.
okay, I understand. I understand. Okay, if the crime is high in a wealthy environment or is high on the poor
What
environment, right?
what tends to make a wealthy environment high delinquency rate, show high delinquency rate than the poor environment or disadvantaged environment background. At my contribution, sir.
I'm hearing you.
My contribution is that you were saying about the second paragraph, the second listing talk about excluding environmental or excluding social norms. I think the sophisticated nature of that environment, like the issue of cyber crime, the people in the locals, the less advantaged people, persons, those who have no background of internet, know that the only way of stealing money from somebody could be when somebody keeps money and you watch and pick. But these people in wealthy environment has interacted themselves with sophisticated items like smartphones that they can sweep money from your bank account without asking you of any access code. But the persons in the low or disadvantaged background or neighborhood believes that an alternative to this criminal act of stealing money from somebody is either you point gun at that person or the person keeps money and you see it and pick it. And some even expose the gun to them. They don't even know how to use the gun. but the persons in the neighborhood have watched movies. Even if they have not been in America, they have seen how robbery is done and is televised on television. Or some of these criminal acts are done, and they have interacted with them through these things, through the use of gadgets like phones, and what they call systems like laptop, or exposing themselves to the internet. They can get this thing, but the person in the less advantage background may have minimal information related to that. I think is the reason, it could be one of the reasons why the wealthy neighborhood has high frequency or high rate of crime than as recorded in the less advantaged background or neighborhood.
Logan.
Yes, sir.
Hello. In a snapshot.
Yes, sir.
In a snapshot, what are you saying about theory? Did you accept the theory or you debunk this theory based on your analysis?
In a snapshot, I don't totally agree. I don't totally agree. I don't totally agree with the assertion of this theory. That I agree with the theory that the environment influences, but it is not to the tune that only less advantaged person that environment can influence them. Environment influences every person.
Just
Organize or disorganize. Okay.
or do unmute your micro. Or do unmute. So if you are assigning percentage to your level of acceptance, what percentage would you assign?
Sir, am I the one?
Yes, I said.
Okay.
Assuming the level of acceptance of this theory, how many percent or what percentage can you accept or not accept it?
I have accepted this theory 45%.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Recall that I told you that I earlier on said I wanted to talk to two people specifically for this theory. At the beginning, when the background of the theory was presented, you say you accepted this theory wholeheartedly. Now, look at that point number one that says in the neighborhood is not only the disadvantaged area at times have low crime rates compared to Western neighborhood. So what can you say about this particular point, trying to disapprove or argue against the theory?
The background is becoming noisy.
So please mute your microphone. So please mute your microphone. To root, please mute your microphone.
Your next of kin.
Root, so please mute your microphone.
Your next of kin. Your next of
Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, okay, you can go ahead.
So I still agree.
Yes, thank you.
I still theory because people that live in those in disadvantaged neighborhoods are most times the perpetrators of the crime. Let's use stealing as an example. if you don't have the things I want to steal in your house, why do I come to steal in your house? So it's people in the wealthy environments have the things to be stolen. That's why they go to steal from crime.
Wait. It's like you are mixing up things here. This one is not saying people from disadvantaged areas, people from disadvantaged environment, they move to perpetuate this crime in people who are wealthy.
Okay.
But they say they are looking at environment. Here, the theory is basically on environmental factors. Let me put it like that: environmental factors. That in a disadvantaged area, the rate of crime is higher because of one, the poverty level, two, the coming of different cultures together, and another thing. So here, what do you say about this? Don't mix it up. You are bringing people from, you are mixing up, bringing people from disadvantaged areas to come and commit crime from in a wealthy area. Take for instance, we are talking about Jebule and US. What would this have to say about?
Okay. Are you trying to ask why I would go for the theory? For instance, why wealthy neighborhoods have high delinquency rates?
When we were in the background, you said you wholeheartedly agree with this theory. Then I told you that I was going to ask you a question. The
Yes, sir.
three of you, Lizzie and Toru, you people wholeheartedly agree with the theory. Which is the basis of my question. Look at the slide.
Yes, sir.
Just give me a few minutes. Let me go back to the slide. Look at the slide, point number 1. Can you read it for us?
Many poor, disadvantaged neighborhoods have low crime rates, while wealthy neighborhoods show high delinquency rates.
So what the statement is saying is that people in disadvantaged areas may have low crime rate, whereas people in the wealthy environment have high crime rate.
When you say delinquents, it means, for instance, the children perpetrating unruly behavior, right? The children of those in wealthy environments perpetrating unruly behaviors. That comes to play when maybe there's no proper upbringing. Possibly there's no proper upbringing of the children in those areas. That's why they perpetrate crimes in those
Is
areas.
your total. So how your okay, are you there?
You, sir, but I didn't get what you said.
What I'm trying to say concerning this part. Particular point here. The
Hello,
point.
sir. Sir, can I say something?
Okay. Okay. Odu, please mute your microphone. Joseph, Odu, mute your microphone, please. Yes. Who is that person that wants to talk? You can go ahead and talk.
Okay, sir. So
I've been waiting for you. Now when you talk, then Lizzie will talk. Go ahead.
okay, sir. So I want to speak regarding the first point, the first criticism you spoke about. So I'll say that there are other poor vicinities that have low crime rates, because I think that's that's some of the exceptional cases. That's the explanation. Is an exceptional case. Then for wealthy neighborhoods showing high delinquency rates, and you made mention of USA. So I think there are other factors that contribute to that. I read somewhere, and regarding the same issue raised about crime rates in USA, and the writer highlighted a few factors. One of it, he said there is social there is income inequality um, among citizens, and said especially in the US. I've never been to the US, but I'm answering this regards to what I read. It says there is so much income inequality amongst its citizens, and he also mentioned I think gun accessibility as well, and high trade of drug and other substances, other toxic substances. So I feel those are the factors that have contributed to make that have made a developed country as US have high crime rates.
I think the facilitator was just making an instance of US.
Wait. Let me ask her something concerning what she has read. You say you've never been to US, but you read something. What is the inequality? What's the inequality rate between Nigeria and people in terms of the rich and poor? Is it which country has a high rate of inequality?
So Nigeria has more.
But there is a high rate of crime in the US. But when you were making a point, you said it is as a result of inequality. Well,
Okay,
you say.
So I said I read somewhere. I read this thing, a post somewhere where the writer made mention of this point. So I am assuming that this might be the factors, because you mentioned US.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Can Lizzie, you have a microphone, unmute the microphone and comment on the applicability, the practicability, or how you rate this theory now that it has been criticized.
Okay, sir. I've been listening to my course mates speaking, and I'm also digesting some of what they are saying too. But I want to say that actually, with the example you give and with what has been happening around us, I think the crime rate is high on the wealthy environment than that of the poor disadvantaged environment. I would take an example for let me say, high level here in Makodi and Wadata, as we always use, the level of crime is high, like robbers breaking into people's houses in high level. And I want to also say that these people doing this see it like these people have it and they don't have it. The people that are breaking into people's houses don't have what these people have. But I don't know. Mrs. Precious was trying to say something like that, but you debunk her idea. I don't know if I'm also saying something in that direction. So I think it is high on the wealthy environment. Criminality is high on the wealthy environment. That's what I can say, sir.
Okay, now you are trying to say the person who postulated this theory is wrong.
Sir, I want to say something.
Yes.
Where we are getting this wrong, most of us are trying to get this thing wrong, is that we are trying to center this crime on stealing. If it is centered on stealing, then maybe we may be getting it wrong. What about situations of prostitution or other things that go on in developed urban cities and compared to the less privileged person? We women in the rural area in the evening go in the street selling themselves. So when we talk about crime, it's crime in totality. It's not centered on stealing. When we are centering this thing on stealing, we may be getting it halfway. I think that's the viewpoint or the version some of my classmates have told me they have taken to. They take it to alone and they forget other issues or crime that happen in wealthy neighborhoods.
You are going a little outside. Yeah, you are going a little outside the borders of our discussion. We are not
okay,
talking
sir.
about rural urban area. We are talking
It's okay.
about a place. It may be in the rural area, maybe in the urban area where there is high population or concentration of people in one place, and that place is not organized. It's a slum. In Nigeria here, if you have seen a video of Ajegunle,
Yes. In
and
Makodi,
you have seen
Away
a
Street.
video of this area, if you have seen a video of Ajegunle and you have seen a video clip of Victoria Island, then you can make comparison. This is
Okay.
what I also applaud you because you said you are talking about the totality of crime. Crime is not limited to one or two things. Crime is everything that constitutes deviance from what is accepted by the society. If there is a deviation from the standard accepted by the society, then you are committing a crime. So we are looking at totality. I want through Lizzie and to also look at point number 2. If you look at point number 2 in our discussion, then you begin to say point number 3. Are you people looking at my slide?
Yes, sir.
Point number 3. If you read point number 3, it says, and I read, it failed to consider the impact of other factors such as race, gender, inheritance, age, on crime rate in the neighborhood. So if you are looking at just the fact that somebody is living in disadvantaged area and the rate of crime in places that where people live. You have not looked at the issue of gender, race, and there are so many factors that you can think about it, that before you arrive at that particular thing. This is very good. I enjoyed the class today more than any other day because everybody is contributing. How can we keep this momentum? How can we maintain this momentum? You see, because the few days that were started, people were not understanding. Was I too fast or was I too slow? What really happened that you people were not contributing? Or your mindset was that this online kind of a thing, you will not enjoy it. What really happened that contribution is higher today than the other day?
I think, to me, the tempo can be maintained if the flow of network is normal. It's not no lot of cracks. We are getting you clearer today, and participation is concentrated today more than other time.
Okay, thank you very much. Any question, comment about the social disorganization theory?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Hello, everyone. I've spoken with us next 15, I think.
Okay, go ahead.
Talking about this disorganization theory, I want to agree with it, but not totally, because statistically, it is said people are being influenced. In fact, 40 to 70% of the people's character are being influenced by where they live, which I also agree with it. I could remember working in a place where, when I went to Abuja first, where I was working in personal estate, and I was asking whether children also live in that place. Within 24 hours, the children were indoors. And then most of the time, the children act based on what they see. And then when they grow up with that mentality, they tend to act with what they are seeing. That is why the decision number one, and the crime rate in the highly wealthy environment is more than I want to evaluate that crime rate in the poor or the disadvantaged environment is more than the advantage of the wealthy environment. That's my only.
There is something with that. Let me say something. How would you relate a highly organized crime, like robbing a bank or a financial institution, with local crime, like attacking somebody on the street? How would you rate these two different types of crime?
I come again with the question.
I'm asking. My question is, I'm presenting two scenarios of crime for you. Somebody is robbed on the street, and somebody who sit down in his own house and rob somebody online. The other one is a crime on the street crime, and the other one is a kind of organized setup using your intelligence. The two, how would you rate them?
I really didn't get the question.
You didn't get the question?
Yes, I didn't get. I don't know whether you can say further. I didn't get.
Who has gotten the question can comment.
Yeah, let me make my trial. My trial is the robbery in the street is same intention. The same intention with the person who sat in his house and is able to rob a bank unhindered. The difference between this the robbery in the street and the one on the cyber crime is the person in the street has no initiative or lack the gadgets or the technical know-how to sit conveniently in his house and do that. And is the reason he's exposing himself. But he is equally conscious that one day they may run into him and he may run into police and they'll get hold of him. But the other person sitting in his house, he has not purely exposed himself, except for some trace or a system trace that they could get him down there. So he's still unharmed in the sense that physically he may not be caught and be dragged into
may not be caught immediately. May not be caught immediately.
Yes, may not be caught immediately. So that is what I can find by as the difference between this. And then I rate the cyber stealing higher than the street stealing. Because the other one involves physical strength and otherwise. The other one involves just IQ.
Any comment from any other person?
Highly organized.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Odu.
Good afternoon, class.
Yeah, Joseph, good afternoon. Joseph, to improve the quality of your audio participation, you mute the mic and unmute it again. Maybe it will be better.
Well, he has a problem. He has to change his location. He just now that is happening. Since morning, he has been trying to.
The difference, the bank, how to rate them.
Yes, go ahead and talk.
Hello, sir.
Yes, we are with you.
Okay, since the theory emphasizes more on the location more than the characteristics, I can say even the cybercrime is being influenced by the environment. Because this cybercrime, a lot of our youth.
Can they be more audible? Let us get you clear.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, we are with.
Okay, I'm saying the theory emphasizes more on the location more than the characteristics. I can say even the cybercrime has an influence, has something to do in connection with the environment, because the crime, most of the people commit videos online, they are being influenced by the people they come across. Because you can't just wake up one day and then decide to, because there must be an orientation given to you before you can even go into that. And it's being influenced by the people around you, possibly your friends. So it still has to do with the environment. And mostly, just as one of my colleagues said earlier, the In fact, a good percentage of the reason why people go into crime is lack, and it is still being influenced by the disadvantaged people.
Okay, thank you. Any other comment? In absence of a comment again, we have come to the end of the lecture today, because it's already after 2. Even though we started late, we're waiting for you. We are going to stop here. What we should know is, this our class is online, and when you join, if you don't mute your microphone, we may not be able to hear others talking very well. So immediately you join, mute your microphone, then you can unmute it anytime you want to talk. Like the first day we started the meeting, the administrator, the Zoom social science administrator, there were a lot, we observed, we had a lot of noise from them. But yesterday, beginning from the second day, they muted their microphone, and that has helped us improve the audibility of our lectures. So please, anytime you join, you mute your microphone. If you want to talk, you can mute it, then we'll be able to hear anything anybody is saying. And usually good as we are on this meeting, we get to learn principles of the meeting. It's not everybody that is familiar with it. If you want to talk, you can either raise your hand or chat. There are chat box like that. So let us begin to explore some of these avenues. They will help us, and they will help us to understand the Zoom meeting principles, help us to also understand the use of Zoom application, not only for our lecture, but for other things. Any comment from anybody? Okay, in absence of any comment, tomorrow is going to be the last lecture for this our course. As I earlier told you, I was supposed to take the course with another person, but that person didn't come. So I'm going to take it all, which is why I'll spend 5 days with you, but some other courses. If all the lecturers are around, you may be seeing 2 lecturers for each course, 2 facilitators for each course. Thank you, and thank you. Goodbye for today. Bye-bye, everybody.
So much. I appreciate your
For the class, I think it is, should we chat online to select a course rep, or continue it here? Okay, here they may be ending the meeting soonest. So we'll go on a platform to make our decision. I think so. Hello?
one is still okay. I believe here is fine, and over there is fine. But we have most of our facilitators on the WhatsApp group. So I don't know if it's going to be convenient over there, because most of the people on the WhatsApp group are our facilitators and probably staff of the IPES. They are the ones there
Yes.
mostly. So if here will be okay.
So,
Here will be nice
that
only
was
if the person
earlier
will
chatted,
not be
and it is good to give opportunity to ourselves. We may have met one-on-one without knowing ourselves, without knowing that it's this person, but we have come to meet here. So it's important we give a way for some persons to fully participate. For me, the two nominations are okay. And from what we are studying here, sustainable social development, in time to come, a woman can be president of Nigeria. So where somebody was opposing to that a man or a male leads while a woman deputizes. It could be in Arab countries where the nearest future we may not find a woman leading there. But where we have accepted our oneness as one, an indivisible group of persons, we see no gender bias anywhere. The lady who they nominated, for me, if she's chance, it's okay. I stand with Lizzie King as the cause rep. Hello?
I also seconded what you said. Personally, I
Okay,
tried to.
Amos is seconding.
Yes, I spoke to the woman that was nominated. She
Eh?
gave me the point that she. Hello, are you listening to me?
Yes.
I said I'm not very okay with the woman that was nominated.
It's okay.
Because even the man that got my class, the woman, so I didn't say any reason, but she gave her reasons why she wants to decide. She said she's engaged and all of that. So, but I told her that she knows herself better, so if she can do it, no problem. So it's left on her if she can go with her. But if she thinks she want to do,
I can't get you.
just want to get represented.
The rest members of the class, I think we are here now. About 7 participants are here. I can see Ahemen, Tongu, Lizzie King, Precious Okwe, and Ruth too. So what are their inputs?
I agree with the nominations.
Same here.
Okay. Next nomination, I think Joseph. If he's in Makodi, Joseph will help us cover as the assistant cost rep.
Is Joseph here? What's he saying?
Joseph is no longer here.
No longer here. But
Lizzie, can you address us? The issue, the demands of our HOD was for us to get a cost rep. We are the one devising an alternative for an assistant. So address us. Can you do this for us? Where we are placing you is service to weigh your cost needs. Can you do that?
yeah, good afternoon, my distinguished mates. Why not?
Yes.
I cannot shy away from responsibility. But what I want to assure us is it's going to be a teamwork. Yes, I reside in Makodi, and
Yes.
I'm the word quite familiar with IPES engineering complex in Uniagri. And
It's okay.
by the I will be able to represent you people, but I need your support because it's not going to be easy on me as a wife, a mother, and a petty trader too.
When we don't want to bring gender discrepancies, you're pushing forward a wife. People are husbands, fathers, and everything now. So calm down. We'll support you, no problem. As for me, I will support.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So then, if it is agreed by the class as we are communicating, I wanted it to be here so as it will be a meeting of all. Not somebody drop a comment and then wait a while or tomorrow, the next day you see a comment in opposition to that. But some persons are no longer here. So the few that are here, their silence and secondness show acceptance. So you will forward the details of yours as demanded by the head.
Okay.
Hello?
Mr. Doza, I think you said all. You said it all. Should be the
It's okay.
And why? I would have said you said it alone. You assist as you said.
So going to be
Amos, I can't get you. Amos.
I wouldn't want to talk much. Should be the assistant. Why should we be supervised by Mr. Joseph?
Okay. So there's no problem then.
I'm not saying everyone if you all speak like that.
You say? Hello, Mr. Amos.
Yes, I ended it. I'm not imposing it on everyone. Everyone is entitled to his own opinion. That's my own.
Okay, you have seconded that to be assisted by Mr. Joseph. Abi?
So why Joseph will be criticized?
I was not getting you, so I was trying to reaffirm your statement.
I said that. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I was saying you have already spoken all. I'm only saying she will be the class of why Joseph will be criticized. But I'm not imposing it on everyone. Everyone is entitled to his own opinion. That is my own.
Okay. That's very
you
cool.
all assume the one.
It's okay. And in subsequent time when we fully have a course rep, sometimes when a facilitator leaves the class, if you want to share an information, it should be dropped on the chat that when after class, we should stay back a while. I think it's the reason some persons didn't know that we were going to stay back. The reason they dropped. But I think the proportion that is still online is higher than the persons who have left the class. So our decision, if it is by voting, is still binding on them.
Can I say something, please?
All right, ma'am.
We are saying Mr. Joseph should be the class rep, and I actually was the one who even started the investigation. But Mr. Joseph is not even here. He has not said anything whether he accepted the offer or not. We need to know his own take, whether he's accepting it so that we'll move forward. He's not even here. So how do we make up?
So your suggestion is, from all we have discussed, we should still pen it for tomorrow or what?
Mr. Joseph should have let us know if it is valid saying it here, he's not here, or on the chat. Okay, I accept the offer. But he too is running away from the offer. Plus, he is not as active. Mr. Joseph, is that?
That is Dende Amos now.
Yes. Yes.
The time is gone already. It's already over. We need to get a class rep as soon as possible so that the person can start their responsibilities. So
Yes.
it's either else, or Lizzie should be the rep and get an assistant that will assist her?
Lizzie has said, I think Lizzie has given her opening remarks or an address to us that she's very familiar with the IPES engineering complex. It shows that she lacks no capacity to perform this function. And she has opened bare her mind that she can do it through our support. So I think it was on that note I moved on to say Joseph should deputize her.
Okay.
Yes. So, but that was my suggestion, just as Amos was saying, that he's not imposing it on anybody. So if the class agrees that this thing is not attracting anything different from service to us all.
Doga.
Attention to something precious.
Hello?
It's not actually okay without the person's notice. What if we hold on for just
Okay, hold on for
with
Joseph.
what we yes, if truly just what is not accepted, what do we how about that Japheth?
I was
Hello,
even
man.
thinking, Doga, because you are even more active in the group, Mr. Joseph. Mr. Joseph is not as active. He's more active. So why don't you do the class rep responsibilities and then she will assist you?
Haba. No. I want her to be in the forefront. I will assist.
All right.
I will,
To be
yeah.
you are we are good so that we can get
Yes,
this.
please, my congratulations to you all.
You say?
Yes, please.
Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
Hello? Yes. Precious was saying something. The network now is becoming another thing.
I was saying this should be the class rep and then Mr. Doga will assist her. Are we good?
Yeah, it's okay now, but I think somebody made a proposal of Joseph earlier, so I will not want to just jump into that like that. But me, at any point, as I earlier said, that I am within the university, some of these facilitators, I know them by, and we have interpersonal relations. So let another person step in.
Then you are perfect for this. And that was why I said we can't give a post to someone that is not available. So you are very okay.
So Lizzie,
Yes,
I'll follow. You need our support from the behind.
Yes, Mrs. Precious, the reason I said Joseph was because she was nominated yesterday, and even I think someone made me that's why I wasn't even comfortable with when someone is that nominated as a class rep because it's somehow a task that will need the person's consent. I think that has agreed to do it. That's very
then
fine.
we'll drop a
It's
message on the WhatsApp.
So it's online. She has not said anything.
So it's okay now. There is no need even talking
I
too much.
did now.
Congratulations to you guys.
Okay, you did say
I'm not
something.
talking
It's
about
okay now.
you. I'm talking
Yes.
about Mr. Joseph.
I
You
spoke.
did
I
not say
said I was in
anything yesterday.
support of this.
Because even this morning I woke up to see his message.
So, cost rep. Lizzie, you drop some whatever information you gather, you drop it online. That's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone.
For contacts, I think our phone numbers on the platform. You can harvest from the WhatsApp group to keep a voice call outside this chat or Zoom meeting.
Noted.
It's all right.
I will do.
Thank you, ma. Okay, ma.
And thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Precious.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much for accepting to do this for us. Congratulations once again, Mansa.
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much for accepting responsibility.
Who is Aheme now? Nongo Aheme.
I'm here, sir.
Aheme, you have not commented on
I'm here,
anything. Aheme, you're here, they are making decisions. You didn't say anything.
I'm
Why?
listening. I'm okay.
It's all right now.
I'm okay with the
So,
Lizzie class rep.
eh?
I'm okay with her. At least she has been so active, so I'm okay with her.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So,
Thank
all right.
So, Mrs. Patience, we are class rep for us on the group, our platform.
Hello?
Amos, what are you saying?
No, I'm saying Mrs. Patience will unveil our class rep for us on the platform.
Amos, this your, I don't know, is he the speaker of your phone?
The
Speak
platform,
out.
class rep, and the assistant.
This is because I'm hearing her phone.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, I'm saying Mrs. Patience will unveil our class rep on the platform.
Precious? Huh?
Okay.
Lizzie, if you get him well, let me hear you. Your mic is better.
I can only hear when he's saying Mrs. at the platform.
I think he's saying you should put it on the platform, who the class rep and the assistant.
It's
So that
okay.
we
It's
can
okay.
I said Mrs. Patience, yes, I said Mrs. Patience will unveil them on the platform. That's what I was saying.
It's all right now. We thank God for this day. A successful class and a successful meeting after class. So I beg class to leave.
All right, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for putting responsibility on us.
education is all of the process. This was the